Hello guys, my name is Russ and welcome to Easy Mode. We're starting off with Wrathion, the first boss in the Ny'alotha raid. Wrathion is a fairly simple repeating two-phase fight with an intermission as well. There aren't too many mechanics to deal with, in fact only one or two as a DPS or healer, and only one as a tank. For this fight you want to be using Bloodlust on pull. Let's jump straight into it and talk about the tank mechanic first. Wrathion is a classic dragon encounter, so you're going to want to rotate the boss 90 degrees away from the rest of the raid, so that they can avoid both the flame breath and the tail swipe. Every now and then, the boss is going to do a flame breath, which you're going to want to use your active mitigation for, and swap on 2 stacks. You might also want to use a bigger cooldown on the second hit. Meanwhile, the DPS and healers are going to have to deal with a mechanic called Incineration. Wrathion will place a large flaming circle on 3 DPS players. This can be a ranged or a melee player. The affected players will simply have to move out to the left and right of the stacked raid. The debuff will tick down to 0, at which point it will explode and deal damage to the entire raid based on the distance you are away from them. Healers will need to prepare for this and potentially use healing cooldowns where necessary. This mechanic will come out several times in each of the phase 1s. Wrathion will then cast Gale Blast, which everybody needs to move out of. He will turn into a cloud of smoke, as shown here. You need to watch where he flies to and move in the opposite direction. He will then create safe spots which everybody needs to look for and move to. You can see using the flame patches where the safe spots will be. These flame patches will expand massively, so you need to account for that as well. Once you're stacked in the safe spot, you just need to wait and then run back to the boss when the fire has cleared. He will then do one last flame breath, which creates more patches on the ground which you need to dodge. These flame patches will turn into darkened patches of rock. We will see more about these in phase 2. You will then repeat phase 1 and the intermission once more before entering phase 2. After the second intermission, all of the blackened patches on the ground will turn into spike pillars. These need to be DPS down as quickly as possible. He's also going to create 3 pools on the ground called Scales of Wrathion. These need to be soaked. As you can see, if you don't soak these pools, you're gonna have a bad day.
Fatality.
The 3 people soaking these will receive a 5-stack debuff called Burning Madness. You preferably want to let the people with the highest mobility soak these so that they can finish their job quickly. Each spike that you run through while this debuff is active will instantly die and reduce your stat count by 1. You want to try and aim for spikes out on the edges, which aren't clumped in the AoE, to increase your raid's overall DPS. On heroic mode, we will also be dealing with the assassin mobs. These mobs will be in stealth and walk from the outside of the arena into the center, stunning anybody they can on their way. You want to try and protect your runners with the Madness debuff from getting stunned by these mobs. You want to be focusing your DPS onto the spikes and cleaving down the assassins. When Wrathion reaches 100% energy, he's going to turn any remaining spikes into permanent patches of lava on the ground. These lava patches are going to tick fire damage onto the entire raid for the rest of the encounter. You want as few spikes remaining as possible, preferably 0. And that's it guys, that's the entire encounter. It just repeats from then on until you kill the boss. I hope you found this guide useful. I will be creating more of these along with other things. If you liked the video, make sure you do like it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I also stream over on Twitch. If you're interested in that, then go give me a follow, the link is down below. Good luck with your kill guys, I'll see you next time.